well, for today and tomorrow at least. And so today we're continuing with Bob Hartman's rhyming Bible called Body and Blood and Bread and Wine. Here it goes. Jesus' disciples approached him and asked, "Where should we eat the Passover meal?" So Jesus gave two of them one simple task. Find a man with a jar. Keep your eyes peeled. And when you have found the man with the jar, then follow him back to his master's place. And when you explain that you've been sent for the master, will show you an upstairs space. Body and blood and bread and wine, given for you a love that's all mine. Body and blood and bread and wine, a supper that lasts till the end of time. The disciples then did all that Jesus had said, and every detail he told them was right. So they readied the supper, the lamb, wine and bread. But as they were eating, Jesus just sighed. "One of you here at this table tonight will betray me before we see a new day." The disciples all cried, "Is it I? Is it I?" "It's one of you, yes," is all Jesus would say. Body and blood and bread and wine, given for you a love that's all mine. Body and blood and bread and wine, a supper that lasts till the end of time. One of you putting your hand in the dish, dipping your bread in this Passover stew. I know I must die, I know that's God's wish, but woe to the one who makes it come true. So listen to me, he said, taking some bread, and when he had blessed it, he broke it in two. Then passed it to each of them. "Take it," he said, "this is my body given for you." Body and blood and bread and wine, given for you a love that's all mine. Body and blood and bread and wine, a supper that lasts till the end of time. He then took a cup, held it up in full view. "Here is my blood," he said, "fruit of the vine, the blood of the covenant poured out for you." And when he had blessed it, they all drank the wine. "Yes, this is my last cup of wine," he said, "until in God's kingdom I drink it brand new." And when they had sung a hymn, he led them off to the hills in the deep night's blue. Body and blood and bread and wine, given for you a love that's all mine. Body and blood and bread and wine, a supper that lasts till the end of time. Well, take care and do join us later on this evening for our evening service.